Very own drum.
Try it out.
And we're live. What's good, guys? How the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all gonna laugh. I just woke up. It's like 10:30 at night. Went to sleep at like 3 in the afternoon. That's how boring it was today. Oh, my goodness. Waking up, guys. Justin says, sorry I'm late. How are you late? I just started. What the fuck?
Aaron's heart was filled with hatred.
Justin says, no. How was your day? It just started, Justin. I just woke up. Oh, Instagram. Oh my goodness. I'm waking up. Justin says been sleeping all day, damn. Well, yeah, I fucking woke up at 3 in the morning, stayed up for about 12 hours, went to sleep about 4 p.m. and then just woke up. Justin says nice. Yeah, I don't know if it was nice. Kind of boring. Just trying to get to Monday, man. Trying to make this week fly by. So I figured I'd just go to sleep for every day. What up, Cam? How you doing? Sleeping, Jesus. That's right. Dude, this week is so boring. But luckily it rained here. It was a rainy day too. It wasn't really much to do. So it was raining so much that I actually got to keep the garage spot for one more night. Which is pretty awesome. Oh, knee hurts. Justin says you're lucky you still got a roof on after yesterday. That was scary shit. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty absurd. No joking. Justin says, hey, Cam. Cam says, hey, Justine. Justin says that was a couple miles from Midlothian. No, it was in Midlothian. It was a couple miles from me. Like, dude, I don't understand it. It was like literally like that fucking close. Like somewhere 15 minutes down the road, like on Hall Street. I think it was like Advanced Auto Parts or something like that. They got the fucking roof ripped off. Like, I'm not saying just like something fell on the roof or something. I'm saying like the roof ripped off. I was like, I really hope that doesn't happen to us. I was like worried about a tree falling on our garage or our house or something, but like literally the roof getting ripped off, like, fuck. Justin says cars were rolled over at the Volvo dealer. Yeah, I saw some cars got rolled over on Hull Street too. Like there's one that was completely upside down in the middle of the road next to some mechanic shop or something. True story. Oh, goodness. Booyah. So as far as updates go, let's see. Cars in the garage, a little bit less water in it. Um, you know, water's still getting in there. I gotta just get that hatch painted. It's taking forever to get that fucking hatch off and get the hatch in the paint shop and prepped and everything. Been super busy. I'm probably just gonna do it myself at this point. That's how to get something done. I know how to prep a fucking piece of metal. It's not that hard. Justin says there's water sitting in it. Dude, why do you ask dumb questions? Do you not remember the leak? Even with a car cover on, it gets water in it, you know? Are you new to the channel, Justin? But yeah, fucking, it was, I mean, there was flash flooding here. So if there's flash flooding here, clearly there's enough water to make a flood. You know, I'm not going to leave my car sitting outside to get completely just trunk filled with water. Because even on a light rain, a moderate rain, I get water in my trunk. So it's like, Aldo, what's up, man? He says, what's the status on the swap? The status is getting fucked over. See, today's Tuesday, so I figured yesterday or today we would start the swap, actually getting the motor in the car. And my text like, oh yeah, we're busy up until Wednesday. Then Aaron's off Thursday and Friday, so I got to cover his work in the shop and just bring it in next Monday. So a little bit of that. Just playing the fucking waiting game. I wish I just had a fucking hoist and just a garage I can work in. Our garage is shit. Like our garage has no lights in it, no space in it. We have a bunch of shit we have stored in there, and I don't have adequate tools. I have like a ratchet set, some open-ended wrenches, a little of this, a little of that. No air tools, no compressor. Just says, wasn't sure if you were pumping it. Oh, I mean, I fucking get a turkey baster and just literally turkey baste that shit out of there. Reverse turkey baste. Because it's not like enough water for a water pump. I mean, it's not like this much water. It's not this much water. It's literally like that much water or less, just in one corner of the left side. So, I mean, literally, you can get a turkey baster, slurp that shit out, just kind of do it use a couple turkey bastes, and then get a rag, wipe it off, dry it off. What do we got? Cam says use Rob's lift. Justin's laughing and says, if you want to die. Oh, man, that's great. Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, as far as Rob's lift goes, that is completely unsafe. 4 blocks of wood to get clearance. That sounds like the worst idea ever. If your lift needs that much clearance and the only option is to get wood blocks, 4 of them, not even a solid piece of wood, I'd say get a better lift. You know, like you're not hurting for money, like clearance issues. Like your lift, if you're getting a lift, like you shouldn't have clearance issues. You should get the right lift. 2, those blocks of wood, man, they're gonna crack, and when that shit shifts and those cars fall on each other, man, he's not gonna have fun. I don't know, but then again, he is gonna sell all his cars eventually. Seems to be his MO, you know, sells the Type R, sells the Mercedes. I don't know. It's just not my style. Aldo says, anyone have any experience with K-Tune shifter cables? Are you talking about the race spec ones? Or are you talking about just like K-Tune OEM spec shifter cables? What do you need to know? Cam says that's some bad shit, Justin. And then Justin says, yeah, I hope it doesn't fall. Exactly. Dude, it's going to shift, I'm telling you. Aldo says both. Is it worth it? I'd say the OEM spec are not really worth it. It's more of just an aesthetic. They're brand new cables. They look good. But if you're going race spec, I would say go race spec, honestly. Just like, you know, getting a race spec shifter as opposed to just like a billet shifter without the shifter arm and all that stuff. Like, you know, when you get the race spec, it's going to hold up better. It's race approved. It's race durable. Cam says shifters are the dog, bro. Def's recommended. That's right. Yeah, the shifter is really what is gonna, you know, up your game, you know, like performance wise, like of shifting, like it's the shifter. I'd say there is a benefit to getting race spec shifter cables, but like the OEM, unless your cables are shot, just get the race spec ones. And if you're not gonna get the race spec ones, probably just get OEM. True story. But yeah, I'd say the race spec is more just for really getting on an aspect because they're more durable cables and they're not going to stretch as much. And, you know, you're not going to like, if your cable stretch, it's not going to be good. But you really got to be slamming the fuck out of it. I mean, if you're slamming that much, I don't know. You do have a race spec shifter or K-Tune shifter. So, like, if you have the shifter stops, I mean, you can slam pretty fucking hard. Aldo says throttle cable. I think the throttle cable, like their throttle cable is more just for rerouting sake, you know, cleaning up the engine bay. Cause like the way our throttle cables go, they come in the firewall by the driver's side, at least not the one for the actual throttle, not the cruise control throttle cable. That's on the passenger side going to the cruise control module. But you have like this route that's like, imagine this is your driver's side. It comes this way and goes around and then back this way. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. It kind of looks, you know, not uniform. And if you got the K-tuned one, you could just go straight to the firewall and just make a not like almost like a 45, just like one straight line throttle. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel you on that. I think it's worth the money. I haven't done it yet, but I will eventually. Once I get the motor functional, we'll start cleaning things up more. I would really love to go to LHT and get them to like completely like clean up all the wiring. Cam says a right-hand drive cable would be better because shorter. Are you saying a right-hand drive cable like OEM or right-hand drive cable from a K-tuned? I'm not sure. But yeah, that does make sense. It would be shorter. Gerardo DC5/Eamon, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? What's up? We're just talking about some K-tune parts. Aldo had a couple questions. Cam says OEM right-hand drive cable. I wonder how hard that is to track down, though. Also, another update. So I talked to Tiana, and I paid for my stickers today, and they're getting made. So she's literally printing them. Let me see what she said. Christian messaged me. Got courier info. I guess I need to send an email in the morning. Cam says Japan, bro. Yeah, I meant like a brand new one though. Like still, even at that, you could still get a brand new one. Let's see where we at. Justin says Tiana. Exactly. Cam says LOL Justin. Gerardo says, what's up, everybody? Justin says, hanging with Jesus. Your neighborhood, DC5 Jesus. So, got a funny story for you guys. I think I really need some rear brake pads, like badly. Not to the point where they're like screeching, but definitely must not be much meat on the bone because I tried to do a sitter in my driveway. It was raining. I was like, I couldn't resist. So literally, I had the launch control set at 5500, fresh base map on there, because I need to update the drivers on my K Pro because it's a new laptop. So literally, I'm sitting in my driveway, fucking cranking the e-brake, and just dump the clutch, and like, dude, it smelled so bad. No smoke. I don't know if that's just because it was wet. It was raining outside. Obviously, it was like the driveway was completely like not dry at all. So literally, the car is sitting still for a second, and literally, dude, it smelled just like burnt brakes. It wasn't the clutch because the clutch is fine. The clutch wasn't slipping or anything. But oh my god, it's too funny. It smelled, dude. And the fucked up part was it was smoking too, like a little bit, like afterwards. So it was clearly like my brakes were like getting really hot or something. I don't know. It would not do a sitter. It just would not. Candace says, hey, Gerardo, lunch here in Australia. Justin's laughing. Cam says, do you have an EM1 CMC on your DC5? Wait, who are you talking to, Cam? You're talking to me? No. I'm running OEM right now, but on my last car, and when we get the swap done, I'll have the K-Tune stuff. Old school, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up, Shades? How's it hanging, everyone? Hope all is well. Well, I dodged a bullet yesterday, old school. There was a tornado here. My baby's sitting in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Gerardo says, talking about problems, I have an issue. Wait. Talking about problems, I have an issue about my idle and my R6. What's the issue with the idle? Is it jumping? Is it too low, too high? Justin says probably should check out those brakes. Well, I knew they needed replaced. I mean, but they're not like, I've been to the point where brakes literally let go. Like I'm talking like you step on it and you lose all feel and you can't stop. So true story. They're not quite there yet. They're not like, it's not like metal on metal basically. Cam says Gerardo. Okay, gotcha. Justin says, hey, old school, how are you? Cam says, hey, old. Old school says, chillin'. Gerardo says, no como. No como? What? Justin says, old school, you know Tyson Hugie? Hugie? What the fuck? Cam says, what's the idle problem? Old school says, tornado, crazy damn. Yeah, Justin, I know who he is. Who the fuck is that? Gerardo says, my idle air control valve took a shit, so it deleted with the Carcep delete block off plate. So now the idle is too low. Hey, you got to readjust your throttle body. That's the last and most crucial step, and sometimes it's overlooked because like you think you just got to like take the idle air control valve off, put the gasket in there, and put the block off plate on there, but you got to go to the set idle and use an Allen key and readjust it. Cam says, use the screw to increase that. Yeah, you're gonna have like a jam nut, unloosen that, and then use an Allen key to turn it up a little bit. Because when you have your idle too low with that block off plate, like when you start your car up on cold start, that motor's gonna fucking shake. It's pretty horrible looking. Because I did the exact same thing and had to go back and adjust it. I was like, what the fuck? Honda Blog says Tyson's the biggest Acura enthusiast. Ha, he's got a 300,000-mile Accord. Damn. Gerardo says I have a stock throttle body. It should be the same. Like I've skunked 2 throttle body, but it's all the same design. Justin says, hey Christian, hope you're doing good. Cam says, then readjust your TPS. Yeah, fucking if you need to adjust your TPS, you got to get a voltmeter and probably like a, I mean, you could do it. It depends. Like if you have an upgraded Acuity TPS, that's going to be easier because it has a jumper, a calibration harness. But it's all the same if you're doing the stock TPS. Like there should, well, see, it's not the same actually because you're gonna have to take a cutoff wheel and cut like flathead notches into your TPS, like fucking. They're like bolts that are like shear bolts basically. You can't adjust them unless you take a flat disc or something like that and cut flathead spots into it. So it really pays to upgrade your TPS, honestly, because it comes with like Allen keys or, you know, something like that. Let's see. Old School says some dude who has a collection of all stock OG Acuras. Oh, so they're all stock. Damn, that's crazy. Some of that new old stock. Cam says, hey, Christian. Justin says, and a 500,000-mile Legend. Damn. That's crazy. Honda Vlog says, I'm good, man. Justin says, great. Gerardo says, I'll try to adjust it in the TPS too. Yeah, it's definitely more so the set idle screw. Like you're gonna want to adjust your TPS after that, but it's more so the set idle screw. That's why it's sitting so low. Cam says, I got a K-Tune TPS. Another good choice. Old School says, stupid clean too. Hell yeah. No rust. No dust. Justin says, do you know anything about the CRZ? Nah, not really. Not my forte. There's certain Hondas I don't pay much attention to, honestly. Rich Rod, what's up, all? How you doing, Rich? Did you ever get your CMC situated? I hear you're going EM1, suggested by Cam. Let's see. Justin says, hey, Rich. Cam says, hey, Rich. Man, I want fucking Tiana to send me. She said she's going to send me some pictures once these stickers dry. Oh my God, Justin. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Richard says doing good. It seems after the newer E-Tune revision, it shifts better. I don't know if it's me or what. Interesting. Yeah, my car. I like I was saying before. I needed to. I haven't hooked this laptop up to K-Pro yet in my car. I used my desktop last time I did it, so I had to update the drivers and stuff. So I just for fun just threw the same tune on there, but redid it and bumped up the launch control 1,000 RPMs to 5,500 RPMs, and turned on the immobilizer and a couple little things. So then I drove my car today, and it drove like really fucking good. But here's the weird thing: the car drove good, no cutting off, no bucking, no weird shit like that. The weird thing is when I turn my AC on, the compressor clicks like really loud. I mean, noticeably louder. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It could just be because of the weather or something, but like I've never noticed my AC compressor in my car clicking on that loud. It's like click. It sounds like super fucking mechanical, loud. It's definitely under the hood too, so it's like the actual compressor. Rich Rod says I revved to 8,500 yesterday and didn't realize it and shifted fine. Nice. That's weird you mentioned that too, Rich. Something I've never really touched base on is if you have your okay, think about this. If you have Type R wheels, your speedometer's off by a little bit. If you have your K-Pro idle, like let's say the reflash is set to 750, but your idle is at I don't know, 850 or 900 or 1,000, the calibration of it between the computer and the actual cluster is off. Because let's say my shit is set to rev limit at 8,600, right? If I push that bitch out to 8,600, it's almost like I have to go to like 8,900. It's like almost like 300 RPMs off or something like that. Because like think about it, my idle's off a little bit, and my tires, I'm not using 16-inch rims with the same tire specs, so the speedometer and the tach is off. It's kind of weird. So like you think you're going to 8,600, but like it looks like you're going to like 8,800 or 8,900. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Justin says compressor going out. Well, that's the weird thing. I think they fucked up installing something, because the AC compressor has been replaced in that car before. That's one of the things he said he replaced was the AC compressor. So either it's a cheap fucking part. It's not OEM Honda AC compressor, and it's just a piece of shit, or they didn't install something correctly, because it's kind of weird. But I would suspect it's probably a cheap compressor, and because the AC still works technically, but I don't know. Let's see. Rich Rod said, "What up, Camo? Thanks for the advice." Cam says, "Rev hang can help shift better. No problem, Rich." Justin says, "There's a bear in my trash again. I gotta go." Oh shit. Cam says, "How much is the EM1 CMC?" Old School says, "Them country boy problems." Richard says, "Yeah, so I may have only got to 8,200, but it looked like 8,500 on tech." No, I was talking just about my situation, because I'm running Type R wheels with different tire specs, so it makes your fucking speed, your speedometer and your tach off a little bit. Like let's say I've looked it up between the tire specs of like Type S wheels versus Type R wheels. If I'm going 60, I'm actually only going 59.3, which is like pretty fucking close. It's only 0.7 off, but true story. Old school says, Justin, get the strap. Gerardo says he's laughing. Cam says, throw your purse at the bear, Justin. Oh my God, Justina. Hanavok says AC clutch, mine does that. Yeah, it's just I've never noticed it until today. Like, it definitely didn't click on that loud, so it was just kind of weird. I was like, is it something with the tune? I was like, it couldn't be with the tune. That's fucking weird. I mean, unless, well, at the same time, it's weird because I was data logging at the same time. I don't think that would have anything to do with it, but that was the only variable. I had the laptop, I'd changed the tune, and I was data logging. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like, makes you think. Jamal says, sup, y'all? Shades casting. What up, Jamal? How you doing, man? Good God. Let's see where we at. Cam says, was it in the garage when you heard it? I mean, I did. I turned it on just in the garage, like while I was driving. I noticed it, but then I came back and I was like sitting in the garage, and like I would do it when I was in the garage before I turned the car off just to see how loud it was, and turned it on standing outside the car. It definitely sounds like it's under the hood. Rich Rod says some outfitter rugged motherfucker got killed by a bear here just yesterday. Got emptied a whole can of bear spray, no joke, and still got killed. But was it bear repellent or was it like bear attractor? that'd be pretty ironic. Like you think you're getting bear repellent and it like actually makes the bear want to come and beat your ass. Cam says, hey Jay, hey. I don't think Jay. Are you talking about Jamal? Jamal and Iceman Jay are two different people. All this is I wash my engine bay. How long should I wait to connect the battery and turn on the car? I'd give it a day, probably. I mean, if you had a fan, like you prop your hood open and like, dry it out with a fan or something to dry it out quicker. I mean, I just wouldn't take a chance on it. Did you cover up your alternator and your like some of your, more electrical shit? It shouldn't take that long. I'd say a day, just to be safe. Cam says always wash engine when engine is hot. Water evaporates quicker. That's actually a really good idea. That makes sense. Get that steam clean, you know what I'm saying? Aldo says, yeah, it's been a week. Oh, a week? Yeah, you should be good. Fucking I mean, I don't know if you have an air compressor or not. If you had an air compressor, the little blower tool on the end, like that would be like if water was anywhere, like little, like let's say all your plugs, just like blow out all your plugs and stuff. That'd be even more a peace of mind. But I think a week is more than enough. I guess it depends on the weather outside though, where your car's parked, like did it get any fresh air to it, shit like that. Old school says definitely good advice, Camo. Aldo says, yeah, I do. Nice. Oh, that's right, dude. Your fucking head. You totally forgot you're about your head and stuff like that. That's crazy. Justin's back. How was the bear encounter, Justin? Last night I thought I heard something banging in the backyard. Went out and was looking for a while before I saw a huge bear by the trash cans. Didn't see it because it was black. What the fuck? Get a flashlight. Cam says, all right, I'm back to work. Tires and wheel alignment on a Commodore. Take it easy, Cam. Aldo says the head's coming off in December. Old School says, should be good, Doug. Week definitely long enough for real, though. Justin says, it made a mess. Have a good day, Cam. Don't tell him to have a good day just yet, Justin. He said you should hit the bear with your purse. Old School says later, Cam will have a great day. Cam says have an awesome night, guys. Rich Rod says those trash pandas. Justin says thanks, Cam. Rich Rod says later, Cam. Justin's laughing his ass off. Gerardo says all right, everybody. Thanks for the advice. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Yeah, man, do your thing. Oh my goodness. Waking up. Straight wreck shit. Dude, I just want this week to I wish I had a time machine. Just could press the fast forward button. Justin says we'll fight it out later, Cam. And you'll lose. Justin says later, Gerardo. So what's everybody getting into? Old School, how the fuck you been, man? How's the DA? Justin says at least it's a Honda purse. A Honda Merce. Old School says Camo, whoop that ass, son. Rich Rod says kid at work wants to race me in his 06 Forester XT Auto. It's stock. Beat that ass. Man, it's funny you mentioned that. First race I ever got into in high school when I first got my car, like 2 days after I got my car, my buddy that was a BMX guy, he had like a fucking like Grand Marquis or something. Big old boat, right? But he thought because it was like, you know, I don't even know how much fucking horsepower. I remember him being like, this thing's like a 4.8 liter or some shit. It might have been like Crown Vic or Grand Marquis or whatever the hell they have. But clearly not a 4-cylinder. He just thought my car was slow because it was a 4-cylinder Honda. So literally, I'm in my car by myself, and he had like 3 other people in his car, and we're racing up this like little baby hill climb. Not even a hill climb, just like this back cul-de-sac road, like where I film my walkthrough videos. And he's like, dude, I'm going to take you. So one of his buddies gets out and, you know, flags the race. He's like, go. So literally right off the line, just leave him and just dusted the fuck out of him. After the race, he's like, dude, this is like the fastest Honda ever. I was like, dude, it's really not. I was like, your car weighs almost 4,000 pounds with those fucking 3 people in it. It's pretty great. It's all about that weight to power ratio. Justin says getting into cleaning up this trash. Old School says chilling shades. The DA is good. Gonna wash that bitch tomorrow. She looks grimy as fuck. It's been sitting for a week. Would you wash your engine bay too? Yeah, ever since the last time you were in here, I've been looking on the hunt for DAs just for fun. They're pretty hard to come by, man. Justin says yes. Just, you know, dusting Grand Marquis. Give no fucks. Let's see. Justin says, when did you clean your bay last? Never. I've only owned the car for a couple months, so yeah, no need to clean it. I try to clean it when the motor gets pulled out of it. Old School says, no, my engine bay is already clean. That's true. Justin says, nice. It was clean when you got it. No, it's not clean. The paint looks like shit. It's not clean at all. I mean, it's not like super dirty, but it's yeah, whoever painted Mako or whoever the fuck painted that car, dude, they did some shoddy work. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you guys today when I was going to get breakfast, the Type R lip almost fell off today. Yeah. See where it connects to the bumper, like in the wheel wells, has two screws, like self-tapping screws. That's good. That's how you do it. But then underneath, he didn't put any self-tapping screws on the bottom side, like a real genuine OEM Type R lip. It has these little like almost imagine like here, perfect example. Imagine like one side of it. I mean, I know this is a Zippo lighter case, so it's not the best analogy, but imagine like the lip itself has one here. You drill into that, but then you got like a little bracket arm type thing, and that goes up to the from the lip to the bumper. So you have two self-tapping screws that holding it in place, like little bracket spacers. They don't have those. So fucking he just took 3M double-sided tape and just put it all along the front, and like it's peeking out and shit. It looks ugly as fuck. And basically I came home and I looked at my bumper and it's like my Type R lip is just sagging. Like it looks like it's about to fall off, but it's not gonna fall off, but that shit looks so ugly. I was pissed. Justin says I could eat off mine. Soccer mom feast. Old school says so the swap hasn't happened or hasn't started yet, Shades. Nah, man, it hasn't started. I'm straight pissed. See, Friday, I dropped off all the stuff. The motor was already there. And I told him I needed a timing chain done, oil pump chain. He should have already knew that, but he was like, oh, so you need a timing chain done? I'm like, yeah, we talked about this. So I brought the timing chain over, the oil pump chain, the tensioner, all the seals, like rear main seal, front seal, axle seals, valve cover gasket set, like everything, the valve cover, the catch can, everything's over there. So Friday, he got all that shit done. So I called him up yesterday and literally I said, hey, did you get all that stuff done or like still working on it? He's like, no, we got it all done. I was like, oh, word. Can I bring the car in today? Oh, well, we're busy until Wednesday. And then Aaron's off Thursday and Friday. So I got to cover his work. All the shop's work is just going to be me Thursday and Friday. So I guess just bring it in Monday. I was like, dude, today is Monday. So I got to wait 7 fucking days. Just eating into my motor's warranty. I mean, hopefully. He said the compression's all good. Justin says double-sided tape works if it's done right. It's a temporary fix. See, the tape wears out, and then, Old school says, hate when people think tape is gonna fix some shit. That's Mickey Mouse shit. It is, dude. If the original Type R lip has little bracket spacers, make some bracket spacers. If you're gonna rock a rep lip, or just take self-tapping screws and try to jerry rig it together the best you can, I mean, hell, you could even take a piece of plastic because it's all about fitment with it. You can use self-tapping screws, but the fitment doesn't look right. You know what I mean? But what you could do is you could take like a piece of plastic or, bumper material, and it's like a long rectangle. So like put one side of it, self-tapping screw through the lip underneath it on the upside. And then it's a long enough piece of plastic where you could drill into another piece of plastic with another self-tapping screw and make like a pseudo bracket spacer, thing. Justin says he keeps putting it off. Well, I mean, they are busy. I mean, they only have 2 mechanics in that service center or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, I kind of understand, but I'm just like more pissed off. I'm like, dude, I was getting shit done Friday. We're not done. Let's get this motor in. I should be first in line Monday, you know? The way I was describing in my last stream, you know how at amusement parks you got the normal line? People paid like $30 to get in. Then you got the people that paid the extra 50 or whatever, and they got fast pass. That's essentially us, you know? We deal with these people. We're kind of like VIPs. Like we send a lot of work over there. Anytime we have a car in a collision like a Honda or Acura, needs an alternator, needs this or needs that, anything from a collision that's fucked up, we send it to them. So I don't know. To me, that's like enough validity to give us a little bit better treatment. You know what I'm saying? We're not just some random motherfucker. So kind of annoys me. And you're right, my motor's been sitting there for a while now, so it was hard enough to get it over there. So now it's been sitting there, and it only took a day to do a timing chain, an oil pump chain, a tensioner, and all the seals. Like, that's the kind of work pace I like. That sounds good to me. It just goes to show, guys, if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. I wish I would have spent some of my money on fucking a garage, a storage fucking container. Get one of those pods and just put it in my driveway and work out of it. Get an air compressor and get a lift. Put a 2-post lift in a pod. I don't think that's gonna work. That sounds worse than that sounds worse than Rob's lift with wood blocks. Justin says 1 day. Yeah. Said he got it done in a few hours. I mean, makes sense. It's not that hard. The motor's out of the car already, so I put the clutch and the flywheel in. So that sounds like a good work pace, you know? I mean, feasibly, it should only take about 3 or 4 hours at the most to get the motor in the car, you know? Just kind of annoying. I feel like I'm in Honda purgatory. I just want to get this K20A. We pulled the trigger and we bought this motor. And now it's just sitting. Hopefully it doesn't sit for another year. What the fuck, Justin? Justin's been jerking off gorillas. The fuck? Justin jerked off that black bear. That's too much information, Justin. But yeah, fucking Justin's dying laughing. He knows it's true. But yeah, I was talking to Cam about it. Like, I'm worried about my warranty running out on my engine, my transmission and stuff. It's only 30 days. And if you think about it, I bought it on the 6th. So that gives me until like pretty much like, you know, October 5th or 6th. And we'll probably get the car up and running right before October. So that gives me like a week, a week's warranty to make sure nothing goes out. Old school says put some LED lights in your garage shades and you're set. Fool. Your garage don't look that old. What year was your house built? Like mid 80s, I think. Mine's from 1920. Fuck. Dude, that's like ancient. Your house, in 2 years, your house will be 100 years old. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, my garage isn't like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not about necessarily that it sucks. I mean, it does. It doesn't even have lights in it. You know what I mean? It's more, it's not a, fuck, how would I put it? It's not like if I would work in the garage, it's like for a day. You know, it's like for a couple hours. You know what I mean? Like family parks both their cars in there, so it's like if I want to pull a motor out and it's going to take more than a day or even more than a few hours, like, and I don't have a hoist, don't have any of that shit. I don't got any good tools. Like, literally have just a bunch of scattered fucking socket wrenches and fucking little shit. Any type of specialty tool, I don't have it. But one day, gonna get it going, man. I'd love to work out of a storage unit, man. Kind of do what Mark from Honda Street Garage does. That looks like a good idea. Pay like $200 a month. Get like a fairly decent size storage unit. Just work out of that. Old School says, I already read that. Never mind. Haha. We got 8 motherfuckers in here. Who do we got in here still? We got Old School. We got Justin. There's only 2 people talking. Justin says that's a great idea. Yeah, I wish I could find somebody. See, that's the thing. I don't trust anybody enough to, you know, split it with somebody. Because I've had a lot of untrustworthy friends in the past. People that'll fucking run off with your shit. But you never know. Maybe you'll find some people that are. Justin says mine says 11. Well, mine says 6 now. So if yours says 11, it must be because you're on 5 accounts. Justin's on 5 accounts simultaneously, all times. Oh my goodness. Old School says, all right, dudes, I'm out. Have a good night. Oh, yeah. Justin's laughing. Later, Old School. Have a good one, man. What else is going on today? Today's the day a bunch of years ago where Jimi Hendrix died, was assassinated. No joke. People say he killed himself or he overdosed on barbiturates. I really don't believe that. I just don't believe it. I think he was too powerful of a musical force, brought the people together, and pretty sure the CIA or somebody killed him. Because in his autopsy, this is the crazy part, his autopsy revealed that he had gallons of red wine in his lungs. Coincidence? How the fuck do you have gallons of red wine in your lungs? Sounds like somebody held you down with a big old wine jug. It's like, drink this shit. That's some crazy shit right there. Because it is coincidental, you know, these great musicians and they like randomly, you know, die tragically, suicides, weird accidents and shit like that. Something's weird with that. And nowadays people like all these artists, if you even want to call them that, like some pill popping fucking syrup drinking motherfucker kills himself and he actually killed himself with fucking drugs. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's so sad. It's like, you can tell that's the generation gap. Somebody literally isn't even that good of a musician or artist, can barely even call them an artist. And literally they killed themselves with drugs. And literally people back then like Jim Morrison or fucking Jimi Hendrix or, you know, people like that actually made good music, good art. They have a weird suspicious death, and like the generations now, they don't get it. Jamal says there's been rumors Vincent Van Gogh was murdered too. Nobody ever found the weapon. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Oh, Tiana just sent me a message and a photo. Let's see. Photo. There's the stickers. The stickers look fucking sweet. Straight up. Justin says, is she doing better? What do you mean? Justin says, damn, they look good. Yeah, custom design too. Like, I think the font's even custom too, because if you look on her shop, like they're just like black stickers that say unlucky ones, but it looks like a whole nother font, honestly. Getting that custom treatment. Oh yeah. Jamal says apparently he had a gunshot to the stomach. If someone wanted to commit suicide, wouldn't they aim for the head or the heart? Yeah. I want to leave this world. What? Makes no sense. Justin says she was sad because of a breakup. Oh yeah, fucking she has another boyfriend now. Apparently she gives no fucks. Yeah, it's a really good point, Jamal. If you're gonna kill yourself, why the fuck would you shoot yourself in the stomach? It's a good point. Justin says, you? What? Dude, she lives in Australia. You're crazy. Let's be rational. Fucking, what was I about to say? Think about, what's his name? Elliott Smith. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Elliott Smith. He's a kind of like Beatles style singer songwriter guy in the 90s, early 2000s. Fucking, he, quote unquote, they don't know if he killed himself or if he was murdered, but he died of 2 stab wounds to the chest. Him and his girlfriend were fighting, and basically she locked herself in the bathroom because they were fighting. And when she came out, like he had a knife sticking out of his fucking chest. And yeah, she doesn't know if somebody came in the apartment and killed him or if he killed himself. Pretty fucking nuts. So if you think about it this way. How the fuck, if you stabbed yourself in the chest with a kitchen, I'm talking like a big kitchen knife, how in the fuck you stab yourself one time and directly in the chest? How the fuck are you gonna have, like, as soon as that knife hits your chest, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna be able to move your arm, let alone pull the knife out and stab yourself again. That's like some, it's like some Hulk shit. Makes no sense. Justin says cyber friends. Jamal says the stickers look dope, by the way. She did an awesome job. Yeah, dude. And like, she didn't want like hardly any money for them either. Like, they're the stickers, like if you look in the picture, let me see, where's the picture? Okay, see, you see how there's 2 large ones and 2 smaller ones? The bigger ones are like 8 inches by 2 inches, and then the other ones are like maybe like 5 or 6 inches by 1.5 inch or something, or 1 inch or something like that. But those 4 stickers, and not to mention it's custom, like it's custom design, like it's not something she already made. She like totally photoshopped and used Illustrator or whatever she uses to design it. She made those 4 stickers for 35 Australian dollars shipped with shipping. And I was like, dude, how about I give you like 50? I'll give you 35 for the stickers and like a $15 tip, because it's Australian money. So even at 50, it was like $36. I mean, most places like zip ties, they charge like $7 to $9 or $10 a sticker for something that's like this big. So I was like, dude, these stickers are fire looking. I'll give you, 50 Australian dollars, which comes out to like $36 or $37. Like, it's really not that bad of a deal. Because if you did, let's say $8 a sticker would be 32, and then $5 shipping. That's like, right around $37. So it's not too bad. Let's see, where are we at? Justin says cringe, but you're right. Dude, I'm telling you, that Elliott Smith shit is crazy. Same thing with what's his name? Jeff Buckley. I don't know if you ever heard of Jeff Buckley. Apparently he like went in the I think it was the Detroit River or something like that, fully clothed with his fucking work boots on, and like I don't know if he killed himself or if like what happened, if he was just like mad stoned or drunk or whatever, but basically like his friends and him were walking by the river. This guy's a super talented musician, and literally like just went for a swim in his clothes and his work boots, which is like, you're not going to be able to swim, and drowned. I almost feel like somebody threw him in there or something. Knew he was super stoned and killed him. Jamal says, tips are unheard of in Australia and New Zealand. True story. Dude, when I told her, I was like, dude, just like send me an invoice for 50 Australian dollars. And she was like, what? She said, what did she say? I said, okay, send me an invoice for 50 Australian dollars, 35 for the stickers, and 15 for a tip for being a custom design wizard. She says, oh, dude, thanks so much. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it a lot, though. And I said, good artists deserve a tip. She was like super juiced on that. You got to be nice to your supporters. Justin says, damn, that's cheaper than Vistaprint. They look like good quality too. Yeah, like printed with like an actual sticker printer, not just like, like a vinyl printer. I'm sure they're vinyl stickers. Honda Vlogs, what up, Maine? Still casting? Oh, yeah. Are you getting excited for your motor, Christian? Justin says, awesome, Christian. Justin says, do you like murder mysteries? If it's the right context, I think it's interesting to hear the story or whatever. But like if you're talking about like Dateline or 2020, I think that shit's appalling. The way people watch that shit, I think it's completely just glorify murder. It's like, oh, juicy. He shot her in the head and dumped her body in a river. Tell me more. Shit's so sketch. Like yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like public television. Like, let's say you got kids or it's dinner time. This shit comes on at like 8 or 9 o'clock, and it's like literally, it just glorifies murder. It's just like trying to get into the details of it. Who gives a fuck? The people are dead. People are upset. We don't need to watch it, unless it's like the fucking pizza bomber or something crazy cool like that. Well, not cool, but you know what I'm saying? Something that's unique. Some shit you never heard of. Like, you guys ever heard of the pizza bomber? That shit actually happened. The pizza bomber. I slept on that for like 10, 15 years. That shit happened back in the 90s. I was like 6 when that happened, or 8 or 9 or something. Never heard of it. And then I'm watching Netflix and I'm like, the pizza bomber? The fuck is that? And literally, some people fucking blew up some guy. Like, that shit's crazy. It's fucking wild stuff. Justin says, what's that, dude? Look it up. The pizza bomber. Just type into Google the pizza bomber. Jamal says, I can't stand those TV shows where they show people being operated. Yeah, same thing. What benefit is this, See, I reminisce a lot with Broke Dad's podcast when he gets deep. He gets on his deep rants and tangents about technology, and it's we're living in the best and worst time basically because technology and like he says, 90s, about 96 or 97 in that area or 95 or whatever he says. Those 3 years of technology were perfect. It peaked out then. It was just enough technology so it didn't overtake our lives, basically. Your internet was dial up. You had to wait for it. You had to make it count. It wasn't in your fucking pocket all the time and shit, you know? And nowadays, everybody's fucking, this is their life now, you know? It's, it's very uninspiring. It's not good. And everything's so easily and readily available that it's just a bummer, dude. It really is. Like people, like kids don't go outside and play anymore. I literally have a problem with that. You don't, you look outside, you go through neighborhoods, there's no kids on the street. You pass houses and parks and shit, there's hardly any kids unless they're like 3. Unless you go to a playground, it's like infants because they don't know how to operate a phone yet. It's weird, you know? Justin says, damn, looks interesting. I'm gonna watch later. Justin says, do you like Columbo? Richard says, Broke Dad is Emerald Tuning, right? Yeah. His channel was originally called Emerald Tuning. Then he changed it when he got the DC2 to type Rusty. And then changed it to Broke Dad Garage. True story. But yeah, it's just, we live in a weird fucking time, guys. Even like music, we have so much technology readily available. Like I can plug in my guitar and play a piano or a fucking synthesizer now. It's like that's good technology. But like imagine if I want to learn to play the piano or the flute or any fucking instrument. People many years ago had to actually learn those instruments, you know what I mean? If you wanted to play the piano, you got to learn the fucking piano. And now I can play my guitar. I only have to know one instrument or even drums. I can play the drums and hook up an electronic drum set and I can play the marimba or the fucking anything. Like it's just, it's good and it's bad, you know? Justin says, man, 3-year-olds have iPads. Not kidding. That is fucked up. I mean, granted, like when I was like 4 or 5, I had a Super Nintendo. But dude, Super Nintendo was like playing Super Mario or some shit like that. To me, that's like good hand-eye coordination. There was a goal to beat the game. It wasn't pay to play. I don't know how to describe it. Like you could argue and be like, oh, technology altogether is bad. We should go back to the fucking pioneer times or something. Get outside and chop some firewood. Jamal says, when I was a kid, parents used to kick me out of the house after school. It was always meet up with friends down at the skateboard park with our boards and BMXs. See, that's good exercise. You make friends. Let's say there's a bully there. You gotta learn your rights and your wrongs and stand up for yourself or some shit. There's tons of life lessons there. You know, that's growing up good. Like I remember the first time I went to the skate park, I was like 9. There was some kid there that was like 12 or 13. He was sponsored and he thought he owned that fucking place. And literally, I was like just learning how to skateboard at a skate park. Like I could barely fucking ride my skateboard, you know? And like I could ollie and I could do a shove it. That was about it. This is before I could kickflip back in the day. So I was skating and then like I sat down on these stairs. They had like this little 3 stair and there was a ledge next to it and like I didn't know how shit worked. I thought the stairs were nothing anyone was gonna fuck with because like there's quarter pipes and rails and all this stuff. So this kid comes up to me, he's like, hey, get out of the way, you can't sit here or something. I'm like, I can sit here if I want, I'm just catching my breath or something. And literally this kid like pulled me up by the arm and like pushed me down or something like that. And that shit was like mind blowing back then. I was like, because naturally when you're 9, you're almost like you want to fucking be like, Mom, this kid pushed me or some shit like that. You're completely a little kid. This kid was like, get the fuck out of here or something like that. And it was hilarious. It was completely a life lesson. It's like, stand up, take it like a man, or go home. And then I went home. I was like, I want to leave. This is not what I want, right? So then I came back the next day, and that kid was there again. 3, 6, 9. And I sat down on the stairs on purpose to piss him off, just to see if he would do it again. And he tried to come up to me and try to push me. And he's like, what do you want to get pushed again or something like that? And I stood up. I was like, fucking do it. I had my skateboard in my hand. I was like, do it. He was like, take it easy, man. Just move off the stairs. It's like, fuck you. Then he didn't fuck with me anymore. Then I think he got kicked out of the skate park. He stopped coming to the skate park because he was smoking or something. And like the dude that ran the skate park was an ex-cop. So he stopped going. He was like, fuck this place, man. I don't care. I should be able to smoke if I want to. He's like, you're 12. It's like, you're fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. He was like, fuck this place anyway. I'll go to another skate park. That shit was funny as fuck. That's karma for you right there. Let's see, where are we at? Justin says, good times. Jay Jamal says, totally, Justin, times have changed. Rich says, the problem is that parents use this technology to raise their kids. Exactly. Fucking phones and tablets and computers are a babysitter. So basically, home life is broken by technology. Like, you don't even know who your fucking family is. They don't raise you. They don't reprimand you. It's just like, oh, go play with your tablet. Let's see. Justin says Nintendo is different because you don't have everything at the touch of a button like iPads. Exactly. It was up, down, left, right, A, B, and that was it, So it's much more simplistic, Justin says, yep, technology entertains kids so the parents are happy. So much truth to that. Justin says, you don't find kids acting like that nowadays, just fat kids eating Hot Pockets playing Fortnite. Rich Rod says, I don't have kids, but I would smack the fuck out of them. Yeah, I don't have kids, but, they started acting bad. Smack them upside the head. Be like, knock that shit off. Honda Vlog says, haha, hell of excited. But just got home, got to build a PC, message me. Nice, dude. Get your PC up and running. I want to see some edits. But yeah, fucking yeah, times are just different, man. Justin says that's child abuse is what people would say nowadays. Yeah, that's child abuse, and then your kid grows up to be fucking Norman Bates and stabs you in the middle of the night. That's not child abuse. He was misunderstood. Dude, the double standards in this world. Maybe getting smacked upside the head was like just enough. I'm not saying like you should get beat with a fucking belt or a switch or, you get fucking grown man ass beat up by your parents or something like that. That's definitely not good. That's not good. I'm saying getting a spanking or getting like, fucking like, see, I'll put, here's the best analogy. My granddad, when I was younger, like 5, 6, growing up, mind's developing, not fully developed, but, getting your morality for the most part. If you were out of line he would pretend to take his belt off like he was gonna spank me, and that shit scared the fuck out of me. I was like 5. I was like, no, don't spank me. It's like that's a good enough reprimand. It's not, you're not actually getting beat, but you think you're gonna get beat. You know what I mean? Rich says my parents were beat like hardcore. Oof. Yeah, that's definitely rough. Let's see. Justin says mine too. Richard says, but that was a very different time. Richard says, did they get after me and smack me up when needed? Yes. See, the goal with raising children is you want to treat your children better than you were treated. You know what I mean? And then they treat their children better than you treated them. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, you know, to a degree, because eventually that's going to be an evolution of sensitivity and all that stuff. You know, like let's say you were beat up as a fucking kid, like your parents beat the fuck out of you. Then you have kids and you're like, oh, I definitely don't want to do that to my kids. And you, let's say you might spank them. And then your kids raise kids and they're like, oh, I would never spank my child. He did that to me. You know what I mean? So like eventually you're gonna down the chain, you're just gonna have a bunch of pussies that are literally like, no physical contact. That's bad. That's child abuse. Like you can be like, that's child abuse. Everyone's so sensitive nowadays. It's just funny. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck we got on this conversation tonight, but it's pretty hilarious. We're going non-car talk tonight, guys. We're occupying our time until we get a K20A swap. Until I have a K20A to talk about, be like, dude, it drives so good. It's amazing. Let's talk child abuse. Let's talk weird conspiracies. Justin says consequences are a good thing to learn. Exactly. You learn from your parents. Justin says, or Rich says consequences. There's got to be consequences, you know? If we live in a fucking country or a world where there's consequences for laws, if you steal, you go to jail. If you murder someone, you go to jail. All that shit. It's all the same thing. So parents nowadays are literally not raising their kids. They're letting technology raise their kids, and their kids turn out to be fucking idiots. And they're like, oh, how did this happen? It's like, how do you think? You know what I mean? Another thing, I might go over and pull the hatch off the silver car tomorrow. Thinking about it. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, that'd be amazing. Jamal says, as a child, would always have battle scars from skateboarding and bike accidents. It was a competition at school, had the most impressive scars. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like if you had like fucked up elbow or your knee is like purple or something, like people would be like, whoa, cool. You must have really been gnarly. True story. Dude, I remember the skate park. Dude, being like 10 years old at a skate park, you were like invincible. You do not give a fuck if you hurt yourself. Nowadays, I pull a muscle and I'm like, oh, I'm done. It's not even a bruise, not even a big bloody scar or anything, or scab or whatever. It's like literally pull a muscle, you're done. Pull the hammy. Just says, is it hard to get off? I'm talking about the hatch. No, it's not. All you got to do is take off the trunk shocks. And I'll have an extra set of trunk shocks in case mine ever go out. Nice to have, and they're upgraded. But once you get the trunk shocks off, pretty much it's like 4 bolts. Just get a ratchet. Only thing that's gonna be difficult about it is carrying it. I'm gonna have to have somebody out there with me to spot me, and we can carry it together so we don't drop it. Because if we break that glass, I'm gonna be pissed. Rich Rod says, I tested my mom at 16 years old, called her cuss words, and she beat my ass. I deserved it. She put you in your place. She's like, I made you. I will fucking destroy you. Rich Rod says, I learned that day. Good lesson. Justin says, yeah, it's heavy. Well, it's not so much, I mean, it's not light. It's probably about 30, 40 pounds probably. It's about how you got to do this, you know, and carry it inside, and you know what I mean? Justin says, my mom believed in the soap method. Yeah, I never once endured a bar of soap in my mouth for cursing. Grew up in a house of cursers. Not gonna lie. Rich Rod says dish soap. Ugh. Fuck. I'd rather take the bar of soap. Ugh. Dish soap. Fucking open your mouth, Joy. Dawn. Good God. That's heavy. Like, what'd you say? Did you say Dawn or damn? Justin says bars are better. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't think either one's good, but I would definitely rather have a bar of dial soap or some shit than somebody squirt Joy in my mouth. Good God. That sounds rough. Like really rough. Just says, if you got the soap method shades, you wouldn't be talking anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to speak. Literally. It's a very good point. I'm pretty sure they would have to like inject me with an IV of Dawn. They're like, no, you don't even get it in your mouth. Just like hook up an IV of Dawn. You curse way too much. The soap method. Kids don't even know about that shit now. Let's see, what else? But yeah, get the hatch off. Start to get that prepped, painted, all that shit. See, now I feel self-conscious about cursing. You did something, Justin. You messed me up. Then only other things I'm taking out of the car is the steering wheel, the cluster, and the center console, and then the tie rods and the roll center adjusters, and That's about it, honestly. I found out we're actually sending the car to somewhere where I used to go pick and pull parts. Good old Cap, good old Chesterfield Auto Parts. So if anybody wants to come and buy my car, that's where it is. Justin says, "Hey, Chesterfield Auto, I was there last week. What were you there for? What the fuck?" What the hell is that?
Today's video is sponsored by 6 Foot Tall Tumbleweed. Listen to the new album Wheel of Suffering on iTunes or on Spotify.
6 Foot Tall Tumbleweed. Oh, hell no.
There you go. It's recording. We are in the dungeon, workshop / whatever. What did you say this was? Your reloading zone? Of Keith and Doug, and they. I'm sorry, your last name escapes me. Felker. And they make Mother Clucker guitars.
Oh, hell no. Those look whack. Fuck that video. 6 Foot Tall Tumbleweed. That does not sound like music I want to listen to. Justin says, went to get a AC blender motor. Word. And he says, what is that shit? It's this guy, Brad, the guitarologist. He does a YouTube channel. He's super fucking smart. He's like a guitar engineer, basically. He fixes tons of equipment and stuff. So, like, repair video wise, I like his videos. But then, yeah, that video, no, not watching it. He's in Kentucky, so like he's kind of a good old boy. But yeah, 6 Foot Tall Tumbleweed. Fuck that. I don't fuck with it. Might as well just call it Rascal Flats Part 2.
Cadaverous motherfuckers.
Justin says they don't have tumbleweeds in Kentucky. They don't. He probably got a good paycheck for putting that on the front of his shit. Oh shit. 100 Tunes live? What? Let's see what Hunter's up to. He hasn't gone live in a while.
It's just me right now. I'm waiting for Michael to get here. Michael's almost here. Your dog Hunter right here, boy. The bearded wonder. I love how many people like comment in the comments about my beard. It's kind of comical. What's up, Shades Wade? How's it going, brother? Trouser Rouser. That is fucking awesome name, dude. What's up? Not much. Just kind of kicking in the garage, drinking beer.
No.
That's a long day today. Didn't film shit. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a terrible YouTuber lately. What's up, bro? What's up, John? Your beard is weird. Don't you have a beard? Yeah, so figured I would make a live stream here and just talk about some stuff in regards to my Honda and the Mustang, because
Justin says I'm going to try something else.
Mustang's getting a bunch of stuff coming. I ordered a bunch of parts for it. So I'm super excited for that stuff. It kind of sucks because it's like the end of the season. But I want to try to get it together so I can make one more pass this year. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try. And yeah, the Mustang's going to be bitching. Michael's here. It's gonna be faster, guaranteed. Like I'm 99.999% positive that it will be faster. And I have a bunch of like buddies that have been talking with me, and a bunch of help from viewers that all, yes, I'm live streaming, bitch. That all have like given me great advice on just camshafts and converter and a bunch of stuff. So I spent some money and I got some stuff for the Mustang, and that thing will be awesome. But Honda, I've been fucking with for a while. Look at Max. Max is over there in the corner. Look at Max. He's a wolf. Michael's stealing my bicycle. Max is chasing him. Okay, so anyways,
Justin
the
Oliver
Honda
off.
has this fucking oil pressure issue I can't figure out. I tore the whole bottom end
His
apart
beard is
today
dope.
while I was in the car.
It's like a Viking. It's like a lumberjack Viking
Found one sponge
of
in the
Honda.
bearing, and I replaced it. The crank looked fine. The bearing was just like kind of chewed up. So I replaced it with another one that I had laying around. And it did not fix the oil pressure issue. It's still
Man, honestly, I'm
dropping
surprised he
for
doesn't
some
have more
reason.
subscribers. He only got 7,000
I
fucking subs.
Put 2050 in it. Did a whole bunch of shit. And it's still dropping. It's not bad. Like, I mean, it still has like 40 to 50 PSI at like 8,800 RPM, but it like slowly drops as you gain RPM. I don't know if I like have something in the cylinder head fucked up. I don't think I do, but like I said, I let my buddy borrow it. I let my buddy borrow the cylinder head, so I don't know if he maybe misplaced something, or maybe I misplaced something in the head, and that's what's causing this pressure issue. I just don't know the oil pressure like galleyways in the cylinder head of what all could make a pressure loss. I know the center dowel pin can with the O-ring, and I know if you're missing like pins in the rockers, that'll do it too. But I don't know if I have any of those missing.
Yeah, I don't need more coffee, and there's no more coffee.
I'm no longer Kyle Wade, Michael, because I would beat the fuck out of this thing like I don't know, an hour ago.
Beat y'all. But yeah, fucking this week's going by really slow. Hey, at least we're Justin says no coffee. Well, I made coffee at like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. Drank a cup or two, then or probably like 2 or 3 cups. I make 10 cups of coffee. So then drank like 3 of those cups, and then went to sleep at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Woke up and drank like 2 or 3 more cups. So I think when I say a cup, it's like 2. So like this is like probably 2 cups of coffee. So if I drank 2, that'd be 4, and then 3 would be the other 6. So there's your 10 cups. It's kind of misleading, you know, if you had a smaller cup, but I fill that bitch up, you know.
Z6 crank working Y motor, yes. Nice to see you live. It's been a while. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna try to get more going on here. MDK disc right over your head. What's up, Murray? Man, Van, you tell me which motor is better for my Skylane, a gallon of 12 or a gallon of 24? Oh, like a gallon of 12? I don't know. I'm not into fancy cars, dude. Good evening, Oliver. The season was too
He said, "Good evening, Oliver." He didn't even get it.
Way too goddamn short. There's a ZC single head cam. I don't know. You can try it if you want. It's just like any other D series. He's got like a ZC. What's up, dog tag? You're missing the O-ring under the center camshaft. No, but I have reused it a few times, and I don't know if that's causing this issue. I highly doubt it because I ran pretty janky fucking setups with like the pin not even in there, just the O-ring, and it's been fine. So this is a weird issue. But sending unit on the gauge, doubt it. You get it together, I want to race you LS Swap S10. Let me know, brother. I'm down to run. How much power is the Civic making? All of it. Honestly, it's probably like 450 right now. I plan to turn it up here, even with the oil pressure issue.
Justin says, is he live often?
Like 2 more tracks.
Occasionally, sometimes like he does it like a couple times a week when he's like on his game, and then he hasn't done it in a while.
Because that's what's been limiting the car pretty much ever since I put it together. Just been running decaf, 1090 with them, but still going to need a little bit more fuel for it. Would you want some free RSX injectors to decap? Sure. I've never decapped them, but I would be down to try. I hear they have issues when you decap them. All my parts from Speed Factory. You got buku bucks. What's up, man? Can't wait to get started on building my fully built V20V. Oh yeah. When's the truck going to the track for some time? Probably never. I did not build a truck for the drag strip. It is built to tow a vehicle. But I might race it once. It'd probably go fucking 14.5. Like, it's not going to be anything impressive. Need any mods to the Z6 crank in Hawaii? No. They drop regular. But you should modify the oil pump and stuff to match, you know, the crank. Like, port the oil pump and shim it. How much for the VS Racing Turbo that was on the CSS Integra? The CSS Integra did not have a VS Racing Turbo. That had a Turbo Medics. But that setup probably, I mean, something similar. Like GTX 3582.
Oliver close off. So stupid.
And the ball bearings.
It sneaks right through too. That's a really good pun. I'm not gonna lie.
Not bad. That's a damn good number. Thank you, brother. It's good for a street car. Apple end up helping you with the truck tune. Yes. Also had Mike. I don't know his last name, but he's been helping me a shitload too. Yeah. Sloppy kind of always helps me with tuning stuff because I use the wiki page, and he has a lot of tunes on the wiki page. So I always kind of use a lot of those for like a base map to start with.
Dude, he's got 55 people watching. That's a fuckload. Like usually it's like 20 or 30.
Has high fluctuating idle when S300 is connected, but steady normal idle with stock ECU. I don't know, something in the tune is probably messed up. Check your engine lights. See what the engine lights are on for. Christian's going to run a 13 on Friday. I won't be there. What's your guess on the truck quarter mile time if you get 10 pounds low 14s? Guess on truck. Yeah, it's probably 14-second truck, honestly. I'm building a B18B with a GSR head. Nice. Love my garage. Why, it's a fucking mess.
He still isn't caught on.
I know.
Mad Marlone. I don't think I've ever seen you here. What's up, man?
It is going to be Sweet Turbo 2.
Hunter Toon went live, so I was just checking in on his stream. He hasn't gone live in a while. How'd you find the channel? Have you been subscribed? Jamal says, heard of Shonen Knife? Nowhere near as good as Deerhoof, but damn, Japanese chicks are fire. Hold the phone.
A GTX 3071 would probably be.
Hold that thought, Hunter Toon. I've not heard that, Jamal. Mad Marlon says, yeah, a while. Is this your first time commenting? I feel like I've never seen you here before. What is that called? Shonen Knife. Let's see what this is all about. Whoa, this looks fucking wild. So what the fuck? 12 years ago? What the fuck? Matt Marlon says first time catching you streaming. Oh, really? Wow. I stream quite a bit, so that's why I was curious. What the fuck? This video is funny as fuck. Oliver shit. God damn it, Justin. Sounds like some weird shit. It's 3 Japanese girls. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Deerhoof, but like much more perimeter, like not strange. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, this came out 12 years ago. It's pretty solid though. Let's see if they have something newer. No, actually, I can definitely hear the guitar work. Definitely sounds very Deerhoof-ish. And yeah, they are pretty sexy. Dude, they play some fucking cool guitars though. It's like a Dan Electric guitar. Oliver said, God damn it, Justin. The music video is funny. Justin says, or Jamal says they're old school. Hold on. Let's look up. I want to see what. Let's see what this backstory is about. Shonen knife. That literally means boy knife. What the fuck? They're trying to stab some boys. It's a Japanese pop punk band formed in Osaka in 1981. In 1981? Holy shit. You weren't kidding when you said they're old school. Heavily influenced by 1960s girl groups, pop bands, the Beach Boys, and early punk rock bands such as the Ramones. That's what it's like, almost like the Ramones meets Deerhoof. I hear that. Despite their pop-oriented nature, the trio remains distinctly an underground garage rock band, sound rooted in edgy instrumentation and DIY aesthetics, which over the course of their long career has them earned a solid worldwide cult following and made avid fans out of seminal 1990s alt-rock bands such as Sonic Youth, Nirvana, and Red Cross. They have also performed as a Ramones tribute band under the name the Osaka Ramones. Hey, there you go. That's pretty badass, though.
Like, I want to be able to make as much jam as I can. And I like cracking beat.
I like cracking beat.
You know what I mean? I would do a K-Series. Yes, I would do a K-Series. My brother has a Hayabusa, no crank. Starter? Check the starter. Yes, I still recommend P2PO. Load of pish. Yeah, bunch of fucking shit. Let's spray nitrous on a B18B, Michael. Okay. I only love Max. Boom, boom, boom.
Justin says, thanks for sharing. Yeah, it's dope, though. I'm surprised I haven't heard of them.
Scooby, come here. Scooby. the rat dog. Hi, Scooby. Hi, Scooby. He's a Shih Tzu. He's a Shih Tzu. He sues shits. Yes, blow their shit up to win. Yeah, exactly. But it's for fun, guys. There's no competition involved. That's what they say. Haha had money on a trash panda. Cute dog. Those chumps can't build shit except for young static. Their BS builds annoy me to no end. I like all the guys involved. I'm not gonna lie. I think the challenge is more based on what they can perform, and they're not really pushing themselves out of their comfort zone or comfort limit, which kind of makes me, you know, a little leery. Like they're only gonna do a challenge that they can do. They can't they're not gonna push themselves out of their comfort zone. You know, we need a charger, dude. The phone's gonna die. They already have a build set up for the challenge? Oh, that's from on my little YouTube rant. They're probably watching.
Jamal says anytime, Justin.
60 people watching and only 8 people commenting, so I'm sure there's a bunch of background fuckers in here right now. I don't care. I really don't. Because Honda is better than Neptune a little bit. They're all good. That's a nice bike. You want to buy it? $3,500. More than $1,000 into our Honda. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hang on, let me holy fucking mess over here. Look at this piece of shit block with rusted pin. All right, Michael, see you later, fucking quitter. So, hang on, I'm sorry. If the phone dies, guys, I will get right back with you. I promise. I promise I'll get right back with you. Let me just get this extension cord. Michael, look at all this shit in the garage. Yeah. You think Christine's watching right now?
Oh my god, this fucking guy, Gavin, says make a charger out of that funnel, some oil, a handful of Michael's pubes, and some rust from the block on that old V8.
You can look at my nasty foot. Oh, hang on, we went black. Oh, hang on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think. Hang on. Wait, hang on 2 seconds.
Oh, and then it started buffering. I guess that's the end of that stream. Damn, he had 64 people watching. 64? Pinwheel of death. Oh, then it's back.
Michael's going to work on his secret.
Justin says he's pretty funny. Dude, what is going on?
I did film it, and then you got ahead of yourself instead of fucking doing everything without me. Fucking asshole. Yeah, we good. What are those? What are what? These are some fucking Skechers. They're like slip-on fuckers. They're oil stained. Goodbye, Michael. See you later. Have fun working on shit. I don't like doing that. I'm just kidding. On data for life. But yeah, these shoes are, they're nice and oil stained and just fucking total fuck. What's up with the screen? We have epilepsy? What's wrong with the screen? What's wrong with the screen? You have your own with no rules except it being Honda. Actually, any of them seem to be okay, but I think
the screen's like fucking black.
I'm gonna go with the high performance King bearings. They come in the black.
This just turned into a podcast.
Otherwise, I've just been running the $40 ones, which I feel like with this kind of power and stuff that I'm running now, they might be a little bit too soft of a bearing, and they get chewed up pretty easily, which I'm kind of finding out. So I might.
I'll check back. Maybe the screen will come back later. Fucking But yeah, probably tomorrow I'm gonna try to pull the hatch off. I think that'll be tomorrow's project. It's Wednesday. Maybe get it painted by the end of the week. That would be amazing. Get it swapped on by the weekend or something. Who knows? I'd say by the weekend, I'm gonna try to. I'd say by this weekend, I'd like to get the tie rod ends and the roll center adjusters off. And Justin says, "Sounds fun. You gonna film it? Maybe. I don't know. Oh shit! If you guys want to see a funny, I gotta get this off my camera. It's gonna be great. I gotta see this. There's two things I want to see. I want to see the botched burnout attempt. One, and then two. This fucking girl at Chick-fil-A, when I was sitting in the drive-thru, came out and she's like, "Hey, that's a really nice Honda." And I couldn't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. I really can't. I don't think she was, but maybe. You just never know. Jamal says, "Was she hot?" Dude, she was. And her boyfriend looked pissed when she said it. Justin says, "That's too good. You filmed her." I didn't film her. You might see her if in the, like, you know, my dash cam, you can kind of see people walking by. But you'll definitely hear her, I'm pretty sure. It was pretty funny. Let's see, we need 15. So we need this one, this one, this one, this one. And this one. Copy. Paste. Woo woo. Six minutes. That's already 5 megabytes or 5 gigabytes done. It should take like 2 minutes. What the fuck? I need something to drink. Give me a moment. Oh my goodness. Let's see, just says coffee time. Unfortunately, not coffee time. I don't feel like making another 10 cups. Yeah. Just says, do you ever drink fruit juice or tea? I drink tea sometimes. I don't really drink that much fruit juice. Some orange juice here and there. Justin says, Jamal says, can see the Deer Have vinyl box set in the background. What's the blue poster by the symbol? That's a John Frusciante poster. True story. Oh my goodness. Oliver, God damn it, Justin. He says chocolate cake. It's chocolate cheesecake. Pretty fire. And that album, that poster, Jamal, is this is the link to the album. It's called Letter Lefer, Leader, Leetier Lefer, however you say it. I'm not even sure how you say it. It's fire though. Let's see if there's a Wikipedia. Let's see what the backstory is. Letter Lefer. However you say that. It's an EP by John Frusciante released on July 17, 2012 on Record Collection. It was released on multiple formats, including 32-bit digital download and cassette. The EP features Frusciante singing, playing all the instruments and engineering, as well as his ex-wife performing backing vocals and a few friends on vocals, mostly emceeing. Frusciante said of this album and its follow-up, PBX, Vernacular, and Taglio Zone, I consider my music to be progressive synth pop, which says nothing about what it sounds like, but describe my basic approach. I combine aspects of many styles of music and create my own musical forms by way of electronic instruments. The tracks were recorded in 2010 and PBX was recorded in 2011. Letter is a compilation, a selection of a selected portion of music I made that year while PBX was conceived as an album. The songs have been recorded in succession. The records are very different from each other. They are. According to Frusciante, the EP's title signifies the transition of two becoming one, notably symbolized by the first song on the album being the sequel to the album's last. And you got RZA is on tracks 2 and 5. Legazin Finn is on track 2. Messiah 1 is on vocal tracks 2 and 3. Kinetic 9's on 2 and 4. Rugged Monks on track 4. So yeah, you got some badasses on there, no joke. True story. Okay, so let's see. Take out my trusty memory card. Booyah. Oh. Gotta adjust my organize my clips real quick. So we got 16. We got 15. We got 17. Almost done. It'll be worth it, guys, I promise. Clean up. Let's see. Let me find it. Jamal says, thanks. We'll check that out. Booyah. Okay, so it's right at the end of this one, so it'll be at the very end of 117. Jamal says Oliver clothes off. Oliver clothes off. Clever. Justin says, do you have any tattoos? You know this, Justin. What the fuck? I swear you got like Alzheimer's. You can see her. She kind of looks like Mike's girlfriend, the dancer girl. Oh my god, here we go.
Thanks.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh man, that's gotta go. That's funny as fuck. That is funny. I'm just gonna sample that like so many times, just like 40 times in a row. That's a nice Honda. That's a nice Honda. Funny. Here, let's see. This is the botched burnout attempt. Dude, it like didn't even burn out. That's crazy. See the smoke? The wheels didn't even spin. I don't get it. Look at that bitch smoking.
I smell rubber and clutch.
Yeah, I smell a little clutch.
Ooh.
Dude, the wheels didn't even fucking spin. I don't understand. How's that possible? Why wouldn't the wheels spin at all? Justin says your tires didn't even burn. That's what I'm saying. Dude, I had it going 5,500 and fucking I had the e-brake up. So like clearly my brakes were working too good. I don't understand that. Like even the front ones makes no sense. I swear front wheel drive open diff cars like hate fucking burnouts and launches. Because the weird thing is, maybe like launch control and our compound tires just won't break traction. Especially if like sitting still, like with the e-brake up. Because it smelled like, the thing why I said clutch at first was like, it smelled like clutch material and brake pad material. They smell exactly the same. So I'm not sure. True story. But yeah. Justin says, was it just the front brakes smoking? Dude, I don't even think it was like the brakes. It was like from like, dude, you know what I think? Low on transmission fluid or bad transmission fluid. Because I haven't flushed the transmission. And I haven't done any maintenance like fluid wise to the car other than coolant. You know what I mean? So it could be low on, it could have bad or low transmission fluid maybe. And yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. I'd really love to know. But nonetheless, open diff front wheel drive car, not the best for burnouts. Only other thing I could think of is maybe the clutch didn't engage or disengage rather, like when you dump the clutch to go forward. But that doesn't make sense because clutch works fine and the clutch isn't slipping it. Like when I drive it normally, going 45 miles an hour, putting 6th gear and floored, it doesn't slip at all. Jamal says, still happy with their cars? Oh yeah, they're great. I only have one in there right now because the other one's at the upholstery shop, but yeah, very happy. Yeah. Good quality seat. It makes the girls say, hey, that's a nice Honda. Jamal says, I watched Tiana's channel and saw she's got red brick cars as well. Yeah, she's got the SR3s, the ones that come in the DC2 Type R. They're similar, but they're not the same, actually. Justin says that girl at Chick-fil-A wants to smash in those Recaros. It'd be worth it, I'm pretty sure. I'd just be like, be careful. Actually, you know what? Hold Hold on. I want to do some investigating. I want to see if I can see her boyfriend's face after she said that. He straight up looked pissed.
Thanks.
Oh, he was in front of her. That's what it was. Jamal says he was jealous as fuck. Justin says he drives a Cobalt. Dude, that shit was pretty fire. Look at this chick. Look at the O face. She just made YouTube.
Thanks.
Bonnie. He drives a Cobalt. Drives a Cobalt SS. Sloppy sucker. Jamal says the look on her face, dude, she was digging you. I should, dude, if I wasn't worried about that breakfast line being 20 cars deep, I would have been like trying to go for a ride. But then there would have been the spectacle of I only have one seat in my car. You know what I'm saying? If I would have had both the Recaros, it'd been like game over. Been like, hey, let's go. Jamal said she'd have to sit on your knee. Ooh. Let's see, what else can we do? I'm gonna check the Australia Post. Australia Post. It's this one maybe. Let's see where my shit is. Okay, so it's not that one, it's the other. This one. What do we get? It's on its way. How fucking descriptive. Item processed at facility Sydney, North South Wales, Monday the 17th, 7:30 p.m. and hasn't made any goddamn progress. Justin says Tiana knows her Hondas. Yeah, pretty much. Me and Cam were debating. We were talking about how much of the work is she actually doing. Like, she does have people helping her. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds mean. But do you know what I mean? Like, how much of the work do you 100% do yourself as opposed to like somebody's there with you to talk you through it or walk you through it? You know what I mean? Not saying she doesn't do work on her car. She does, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. When will this shit get here? Justin says true. Jamal says that shipment should have been in USA by now. Fucking Slack service. Well, this is the second time they sent it out. It was received by Australia Post on the 14th, Friday, the 14th. That's in Blakehurst, New South Wales. Then the 17th, it made it to Sydney, New South Wales. And then, you know, it says international departure en route to USA. Monday the 17th at 9:30. It's like it's Wednesday today. Like it should have made it. It should be in the United States, you know what I'm saying? Shit's taking its sweet fucking time. Let's not lie. Justin says should be here. Well, it's not, guys. I'm sorry. This is how protests should really be. Oh, it won't even load, please. How you guys feel about that? Just the riot squad macing themselves. No big deal. Jamal says, what the? Justin says, oh my God. Yeah, it's really great. These are the kind of friends I have on Facebook. It's like who can post the most fucked up thing. And Jamal says spray can fail. True story. I haven't watched any Initial D today because I want to binge watch it tonight. True story. Let's see what Joe Rogan has to say about Jay Leno's garage. I've yet to watch
How
this.
amazing is Leno's garages, though?
It's insane. Garages.
Yeah.
He has 11 warehouse buildings.
Airplane hangars.
Yeah.
Filled with
Huge.
it's like a museum.
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I didn't know. Like, I knew he had a bunch of cars,
Yeah.
but I didn't know. And so when I went there, I was wandering around. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. He took my father and I through it. Let my father come after I did this Tonight Show. And he said, come on up, I'll give you a tour. He was so nice. Brought my father around, and he was just blown away. I mean, it was, you go through like miles and miles of cars, and he's like, you want to see the motorcycles? What? Then you go to a whole nother place, and there's just filled with bikes.
He drives everything in there. He takes everything in there on the road.
Everything's street
Like,
legal.
today I'm going to take the steamroller. He takes the
Dead Bill, what's up, man? How you doing?
Rubber on the tires. There he is right there.
Yeah.
Jay Leno's fucking garage. It's a crazy place, man.
It's so crazy.
That's so many fucking
All the
cars.
stuff on the walls, all the memorabilia.
That goes to show you have a
It is
fuckload of
gorgeous. And he
money.
has a shop. He has like full people there, mechanics working on the stuff.
Like 4 warehouses of cars.
The tools.
Mhm.
That's insane.
pieces, and
Yeah, he can literally make spare
Yeah.
parts. He can machine things.
Look at that. All from
Hey,
comedy.
how you doing? You got a fucking jean shirt on?
All from
Can I
comedy.
get a tuxedo?
You had him on, right?
Yeah.
Dead Bill says, what you watching? Joe Rogan was talking about Jay Leno's garage. I've never seen this clip before. It's pretty much exactly how I expected. Jay Leno's garage is fucking insane.
Doing gigs for the mob.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about mob guys like yelling at priests and like how intense it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's been around. He's done
Right.
a lot.
Whoa. God damn, Gina. Dead Villain, have you got 2K yet? When are you getting on that 2K, man? Oh my goodness, guys. I'm fucking tired. I fucking just woke up 3 hours ago. That nocturnal lifestyle. Dude, this week's actually kind of going a little, I'm not going to say it's fast, but it's definitely not going slow. It's already Wednesday. Dead Villain says, I don't know, man. Soon, though. Probably like later this month or beginning of next month. We're got to get on that grind, man. That grind. Shit's crazy, dude. Fucking people are already in the 90s. Overall rating 90. I saw fucking, I think a 93 in Annie Up. It was a VIP. He was like 92 or 93. That shit was ridiculous. We're talking no life. Like my character's a fucking 88, and I wouldn't say I've been playing it a lot, but I definitely haven't not played it, you know? Because if you buy BC, you can get up to like 85. So even at that, I've gotten 3 overall point ratings. So like that's a good amount of grinding. Then if you're a 90, you've really been playing. If you're a 92 or 93, you have no life. Dead Villain says you have a custom controller. No, it's just a Black Ops 3 controller. Justin or Jamal says, did you check out Piper Blush, Justin? What the fuck is that? Dead Villain says sick. Yeah, I got this back when Black Ops 3 came out. When I bought Black Ops 3, they had 1 left. And I was standing in a line of 5 people. And literally nobody bought it. And I was like, let me get that Black Ops 3 controller. And the dude behind the counter was like, you jerk. I was like, what? He's like, I was going to buy that after work. I was like, dude, you should have bought it. Justin says, waiting for shades too, Jay. Jamal says, Piper Blush Pogo Stick. Oh, God, what do we got? Now I got to check this out. Piper Blush Pogo Stick. Do I even want to know? Do I even want to know, guys? This sounds scary. This could go good or bad. Oh, what the fuck? It's going to be great. What in the fuck? Wait, hold on. Just as I think. Piper Blush is 509,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ. She's got some big old titties. God damn. Jamal says all natural, no fake. Is it the pogo stick challenge? Is that what I'm looking for? I'm assuming it's the pogo stick challenge. Justin says, "My lord, she's hot." She's eating a corn dog. What the fuck?
You guys know what this is? This is a corn dog. And you know what I'm going to do with it? No, it's not what you think. Stop thinking that. It's not that. This is actually called a pogo in way of French Quebec. A pogo. Pretty tasty. So, one of you really funny guys decided to send me something today. And, well, this is what I got.
Fucking pogo stick.
This is why I was eating a pogo. This came with a wonderful letter that I'm going to read right now. Here's what it says. Dear Piper, I saw your video, sports bra versus no bra. A lot of people saw it, like 3.5 million people. And I dare you to do
Justin
the
says,
same
"Jay, what's her
with
number?"
this pogo stick. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a challenge, eh? That I have sent you. But this time, you really need to finish the video.
Jamal just thought you'd appreciate her channel, dude.
Anything on. I'm your biggest fan, Matt. Well, thank you very much, Matt, for this pogo stick. Well, since I can't really refuse a challenge because I'm very competitive, like Barry, I'm gonna do it for you. And probably for all of the other people that watch sports bra versus normal bra. But first, I think we should get on with the instructions of the pogo sticks and see how really dangerous.
There's only one problem. This video is almost 6 minutes long, and there's no pogoing whatsoever.
It says,
Where's this pogo stick at? Jay, do you got a link? Justin says, "I like the way she eats bananas." Fuck. Jump rope challenge. Justin says she deep throats her bananas. What the fuck? Dude, I'm trying to find this shit. I'm on her channel and I cannot find any of this shit. I see. Where the fuck? Dude, there's a lot of clips. Good God. Oh, okay, I see. Found it. Haha.
hiya, interest. You can should put your cup in. Pogo stick. I'm gonna put all this gear on.
She's
because
putting on a
it's
helmet to
very,
fucking
very
jump on a
fun
pogo
flying
stick.
And well, it's very dangerous. Like, scared for my life. Mostly my teeth. Dangerous. This is gonna be the try out pogo stick. So it's not a run. It's like the try on jumps. Ready for it? Okay.
She has like motorcycle gear on the pogo stick. Oh my god.
This was practice round. And we got the sports bra. It's pretty resistant. I can't wait to see how it feels with the pogo stick because the pogo stick's got way more impact on it. Like this. And also my arms are gonna be tighter around my chest, so I guess it's just gonna push on my pectorals more. So I might less need a sports bra. Woo. Getting the hang of this.
Oh, that's too funny.
Without any protection, neither. I love one t-shirt like this. I put on the exact same white shirt as in the skipping rope because I really want to compare the pogo stick versus the skipping rope.
Damn, she got some old hard nipples. God damn.
Still no bra, but t-shirt. I think I'm getting pretty good at this. You see? I didn't see there.
Justin's laughing. Jamal says she acts all dumb, but damn those titties. She's all slow-mo and shit. She made this video.
Ooh.
Ooh. Damn, look at them titties. Oh my god, it's too funny. Justin says, yeah, I'd milk her. God, Justin. Too far, Justin. She even's got slow mode on her ass too. God damn.
So, can you see the difference between pogo stick, skipping rope, no bra, sports bra?
Sports bra versus no bra jump ropes has 16 million
Hey
views.
guys, this is Piper, and I'm at today's skipping rope challenge. We're going.
She's wild style. It's all slow mo. It's too funny. Said, damn, look at them titties. Going Dave Chappelle at this bitch.
For this is normal bra time. Skipping rope. Women need bras to do any kind of sports. But let's continue our experiment challenge. Now, no bra t-shirt.
Justin says my phone is dead. Good night, aka you're gonna whack off. Jamal says peace, Justin. This shit has 16 million views. That's how many people love titties. On low key though, this chick's dumb as hell. But damn, look at them titties. Dude, those are some tig old biddies. Let's just be real here. Dude, I want the uncensored version of this clip. God damn. She said no shirt. I give no fucks. Oh, what the fuck?
Did you really think I would go no shirt, no bra on YouTube? Don't forget, subscribe to my channel.
That's an evil ass. Yeah, 30,000 people unsubscribe or yeah, that shit a thumbs down. They're like, you fucking cunt. That was an evil trick. Hey, she did a good job though, because I thought she didn't have a shirt on. That shit is wild, so. That shit's funny though. Funny. God damn. But yeah, I guess summing it up, guys. I've been streaming for almost friggin' 2 hours and some change. Unless there's any other questions or comments or titties flopping around, I think we're gonna close up shop here. But yeah, tomorrow I'll try to get the hatch off probably. Either that or tie rod ends, one of the two. Either or. But yeah. And get the fucking hatch prepped and painted and then good to go. Good to go. But yeah, I'll definitely be excited to get everything put back together, all the interior and shit. But slowly but surely, got a lot of shit to do. But I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a good night and be y'all.